And it's like the end of it. I think it's the end of the lava flow. As you can see, it's just been getting pushed up for the waves that have hit it, and it's solidified. It's captured all these pebbles and rocks in amongst it. So it's almost like a conglomerate, but it's no a conglomerate. It's a lava flow. See it? Look, outcrops of lava. Probably been pillow lava, but over the millennia, started to break down. It's not broke down that much though. The thing's captured in it. You see that? I wonder if they've done a study on this lava flow. There's a wee dike out there. You could actually see where the waves have sort of bashed against it. You could see it almost. Well, I can imagine it. It's amazing. Check this boy out. Look the way the roots have curdled round them. That's 2 different woods there, I think. Yeah, it is. Look at that. That's lovely, that. Get that in your garden. Sit that in your garden. That'd be nice. Be quite light. Loads of nice bits of wood here. Look at that. That's an old. Look at all the colours in it. Ah, it's special down here. There are reeds again. Reeds coming from a way up at Eden Estuary. This is my beach. I used to say that. You're going down to my beach. Look at that. That's a piece of wood. Weird looking. Mere wood. Mere wood. Somebody's had a wee fire. I think this was redone, but there used to be an old sort of hang. It would used to be a jetty, and the reason it's slanted like that is so you could pull your boat up here, and then the steps, of course, for when you were going down to skinny dip in the water. Here's more of that, and you can see. Look at see the way it's been explosive. Look, see sort of thingy like that. That's because of the water hitting it. And that's all exploded. Mind you, the dynamite had around here, so I wonder if it could be the shockwaves. There's that big bit of lava there. And he's not going anywhere. This ain't maybe, because he's breaking up already. But then it's took 140 million years for it to break up. And so, look at that. This is all lava. It's all lava. You imagine this. The lava just pouring through the Sidlas or through the La. And down here, this would be the end of it. The end of it would create a tube. So I wonder if there's a tube going somewhere up through this development up here, Craigie. Because Craigie's undisturbed really, relatively. Some nice big trees along there. Right, beach, Fagus sylvatica. A lot of beach mast on them. The beach nuts, like I say, for the wildlife. Wood pigeon, love it. This is so nice. This is calming. This is so calming. Oh, I'm not going to get my feet wet. I'm going to jump over this way. And then I can go along here. I'll just go along here. The beach is forming. But then the armour bedding of the River Tay is running out, and that's because of the hydro dams on it. It's got a natural rhythm where all the rocks on the bottom move along very, very slowly. They come from the mountains. Is it Ben Louis? Come from the mountains as the big rocks get washed down every season by the floodwater. This adds to the conveyor belt that's on the bottom of the River Tay, and that moves along so slowly, and that's what creates your beach and your beach sand and all these pebbles that you see here, that armour bedding on the bottom of the Tay. And it's actually running out because the dams. I think they do add rocks and that to the water, but they're not adding enough. They've not got enough. They can't do what nature could do. And remember, nature gives you it for free. Mankind doesn't. Mankind wants paid, wants money. Money, money, money. Greedy, greedy, greedy. I really hate money, but you can't live without it, eh? But he's zinc. Mere reed beds. Well, reeds. There's a lot broken up there, which would be good for the wildlife. There's an rocky outcrop of lava. You could actually see the flow of it. And I think it's a sea thrift here. Yeah, it is. Sea thrift. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. Let's go over this rock. Yeah. Well done. Sea maritimum. I'm not sure what this wee guy is. He's a different plant. But there's Armeria maritimum. Sea thrift. Bonny wee plant. Look. Wee alpine. And there's something else growing there. I'm not sure what that is. Like a sage grass or something. But then, oh, it's all over here as well. There it is, all over there. Brilliant. I wonder if that's been planted here or what, introduced. Because there's development over here, where there's a seating area. We've got a couple of big areas for wildflowers and that. But anyway, good to see, good to see, good to see. Again, council just allowed it, and there's a sea snail. And there's another one. So, might get thrushes here. The crows down here have learned how to deal with snails by watching the seagulls. And what the crows do now is they'll gather up these snails and they fly up and they drop them onto the rocks or onto the beach to the shell bracts. If they didn't do it first time, they go back down and pick it up. They're very intelligent, like I say. Very intelligent, the crow. You come here and you'll see them going swooping up and then dropping something and then swooping down. That's a snail. That's them getting a wee bit of food. Back down here. Here's a rose. It's doing well for right at the front here. Say that for it. You're hanging on, bud. Marewood, driftwood. Come down and gather it. There's loads of it here. So you've got a fire. Now remember, you get that salty hanging. It takes ages to burn as well. There's a big long tree, I think. Yeah, it is. It's like a birch. It's been at the edge of it and got washed down. There's gorse, Ulex europa. That's a nice sturdy plant for at the front here. There's loads of it here. Loads of it. Back onto the beachy butt. But that shouldn't be here. Things like that. That should be kept out of water. Taking water. There's Rosa rugosa. It's a garden escapee or something. It's floated down here, a couple of heps or something, and they've lodged in the bank on a high tide and grew. Hear that waves. That's brilliant. So, here's the lava outcrop, or Stannergate Cliffs as I call them. I reckon somewhere between here and right along there, before all this development and the land reclamation was here, where this big beach was, I reckon that this is where William Wallace came, landed with a ship. He'd killed the Red Reaver, one was a pirate that was giving hassle to the French just in the North Sea, down at the English Channel. So Wallace was in France about that time, and the king, he had consort with the king, and I reckon that him and his body bunch killed the Red Reaver, because there's a story about it in his book, The Scottish Chiefs, and I'm pretty sure that this is where he landed, here on this beach. So you come down here and you get the air of Wallace. Well, I feel it. I feel it. I feel Wallace everywhere I go. And such an amazing man. And it is true, he wouldn't bow to Scottish gold, English gold. He thought more of Scotland. So this outcrop here, which is lava, outflow, look, that's all lava there. I'm not going along that way, because it gets boring along there. It's all this is early morning, and we're having a look about. It's quite calm, the River Tay. We might get a chance of seeing the dolphins. There's an eddy out there just beside that rocky crop. There'll be just rocks underneath there creating that eddy. You can see on the water, the disturbed water over there. But there's the Dundee Law there. Oh, that's Balgay Hill next to it, is it? That's pointing at the wrong end. That's the Dundee Law there with the things on top of it. The monument you could see. Made of granite brought from Aberdeen. The monument on top of the law. But this is amazing. You hear the lapping of the water. And the water's pretty clear, as you could see. Pretty clear. That's because SEPA will make sure it's kept clear. You're not allowed to put outflows into the River Tay. No anymore. You're not allowed to pollute this. No, no, no. And a while out there at the mouth of the Tay, which opens up into what I call the Eden Estuary, because the River Eden is over there. It goes around the across over the back of the Tentsmuir, and then Lookers beyond that. Just between Lookers and Tentsmuir, there's a burn or a river that goes out and outflows just beyond Tentsmuir, and that's what I call the Eden Estuary. And that for wildfowl and wildlife is amazing. There's quite a lot of it there. I maybe go there just to show you, but we'd hate to wait till winter, because that's when you see the spectacular wildfowls here. The wildfowl that come to the River Tay, there's over 250,000 greylags and pinkfoot geese rest on the River Tay, especially in winter. It might be more now, or it might be less, but that was back in the 80s when I used to do shooting. But let's have a walk along the path now, and we'll see what the path's like. Some nice plants here. Can't remember what they're called. There's the railway. Times 50. Times 50. What's times 50? There's all the money up there. Wonder if we'll see a train coming past. You hear the singing on the tracks.